Hello and welcome back to the Esports Report Daily Update. Puckett has left me, I'm here by myself, but do not fear. Today we looked over some fantastic teams from across the world. We had TCM, we also had EnVy. We went into some great depth, we had some fantastic guests as well, so massive thank you to Shane and Parasite for coming on and sharing their intel on those two teams. And speaking of those two teams, TCM are actually in the air right now, heading over to the EnVy house. Why, you ask? Because they have a LAN of themselves. They're going to be playing all throughout the weekend up until, I believe, Wednesday, where they're going to be heading off to the Call of Duty Championship. You can see there their schedule. Saturday, they're going to be shooting from 3 p.m. Eastern. Monday is going to be from 3 p.m. Eastern as well. And also on Wednesday, you can catch the team of EnVy on mlg.tv/EnVy. And I believe TCM are also going to be streaming on Twitch as well. So watch out for that. As well as that, later on tonight, actually at 7 p.m. Eastern, is going to be Esports Report with Desi and Puckett. And after that, or during that, you can open up multiple tabs. You can watch some of the Call of Duty League games later on tonight. 7 p.m. Caliber versus Strictly Business, FaZe versus EnVy. Then at 8:30, EnVy versus Strictly Business, FaZe versus Team Caliber. And at 10 p.m, Strictly Business versus FaZe, and TK versus EnVy. Some fantastic games going on tonight, guys. And you really have to sit there looking at the table and be like, well, this is where the day gets really interesting. This is honestly where all these games count. Teams cannot be dropping them. Everyone fighting for that spot at PAX. But for now, we're going to leave you with a couple more games from those two teams we looked at today. The first one is going to be TCM versus Epsilon. It was the European final. It's going to be map number 4, Domination Strike Zone. And then quickly after that, it's going to go over to an EnVy gameplay. It's Optic EnVy. And it was an insane game. Map number 3, it was Blitz Warhawk. But guys, enjoy.
The maps that we see have, linear allocations of the flags. So it's interesting, the rotation is a big part of playing Strike Zone Domination. And anytime you have a triangular setup with the domination flags, rotation is so key. You're not pushing through choke points, you're actually rotating and avoiding the other team as much as possible while maintaining the choke point at your home flag. So here we go. We're now on board with Flux from Epsilon. And Epsilon now with the early break, they're just defending that C flag actually. And I like that play out of them. Now they do have one player for TCM on the A flag.
Well, there are only one flag in play at the moment, and it's going to actually be TCM's. They're just going to try and hold it. TCM would look like they're now going to have to try and break out and get onto this one. Let's jump on board with Mago, who's currently 3-0. Grenades going in. He does manage to get some hit markers. They all go down as Marky B gets a 2, and it does mean they're going to push straight into it. Nobody's even gone to B yet.
Yeah, but I really like that play off the break by Epsilon. They knew TCM was going to push for their C flag, so they just defended it for a little while. It worked out for a second, but now TCM managing to gain the favor. And here we go. We're on board with Gunshi now. He is going to be challenging on the top bridge, not getting any hit markers right there. 2 players on C flag for Epsilon, and now you're going to see Epsilon gaining a little bit of control. They have 2 flags, B and C.
It is, and they're going to try and just keep on in here. There's always the danger. You've got to try and figure out where the other team is rotating. As a player, he's now going to come through kitchen. Gunshi's going to go to catwalk, and he's coming up to this player in the middle. It's Marky B to hold it off, and he does. So he's going to hold off B, and it's going on now. It's Mad Cat on the A point. He goes right to the corner, doesn't manage to get the second one. However, they are going for C for the triple cap. If they can hold off at A, they're going to be able to do it. I'm desperately trying to find that player, not able to get him, but it is going to be Joe recapturing. Marky B going to challenge on A.
Yeah, now Marky B is going to be able to pick up a big kill right there, and he does manage to get it. Huge play out of Marky B right there. That is what will win you championships, Pricey. Picking up those clutch kills, those big 2 pieces that you need, especially on a map like Strike Zone. It's so small, Marky B just going so clutch for TCM.
It is. Marky B is still in there trying to wall bang him, not able to do it. It gets taken down as well. TCM now have to be careful because they're still getting a good spawn here, Epsilon. They're getting their home flag spawn. It's Tommy that we're now on board with. He's going to see one player there. He doesn't manage to get the shot off. No support either. Another player coming to support TCM. He's going to get taken down as TCM now are going to take that C point. And all of Epsilon go down. Swanee with a double kill to stop it. He managed to get the neutral. He gets a 3rd as well, shutting out TCM completely.
Yeah, now Swanee's on his lonesome here on the C flag, but he does manage to capture, and he's not even moving. I love that play out of Swanee as we switch over to Mad Cat now for TCM. He gets taken out as well. Epsilon capturing the B flag. Now Epsilon on every flag. That's going to be a pain for TCM. And look at this. Oh, the trophy system just saved them. And Swanee not managing to pick up those kills just yet. So Epsilon does manage to get the A flag back. And now TCM does manage to get the A flag back. And now Swanee's going to have his work cut out for him as Epsilon need these flags.
If Swanee can get set up here, he's just going to be an absolute nightmare. He's one of his favourite places down the bottom there by Pro Shop. Not able to do it though. TCM now slowly gathering into the lead. They have held the 2 for longer, and they are all up. You can see them setting up now. Mad Cat is setting up, looking at the corridor. Can he just manage to hold this one down?
And we're just going to stay on board with Mad Cat here. He's being so patient watching the B flag. Maybe we should switch over to Moose. There's Moose on your screen. He's going to be challenged here by 2 players. Can he make this happen? Big kill right there. Doesn't manage to get the second. I think he got caught off a little off guard, excuse me. And now Tommy is going to be trying to do some work covering his teammate, getting the choke point. And Tommy does manage to clean up that kill. His teammate does go down the A flag. However, they do get the contest now, Brycey. And there's another big kill by Tommy. Huge plays being made by both sides, but Tommy gonna have to get this flag captured.
He should be able to just hold it in now. He's gonna get taken down, but he gets it first. Swanee coming up, going Catwalk, trying to hold it down. He goes down. Players trading all over the map now. Marky B, the man we're on board with. He did such clutch work here last time. They're gonna try and hold it 1 point neutral and 1 point apiece. These players, like I said, they're trying to keep it as close as possible by the look of it.
Yeah, but TCM does have the advantage in the overall score. They are up by 11 points right now, so that contest is actually good for them. They don't have to just jump on the flag and capture, but now that Epsilon is located around that A flag, they say, hey, let's go ahead and capture the C flag, and they're make them rotate. Gunshi picks up on that, knows that there's going to be a player running for that C flag through bottom pro, and he just plays it patiently, so great job by TCM locking that down.
It really is. Now, Marky, you can actually see TCM slowing down their playstyle a little bit. They're just trying to hold a little bit more. Marky actually rotating out. They're scared of the rotation actually coming in. See, but no, the shank on a Marky, and it's over to Mac. Mac at 17-3. He goes down as well. Now on to Gunshi, and he's going to have to try and do some work. Are they going to get the rotate? But Epsilon are now going to have 2 points. There's 35 seconds left. They're going to only bring the deficit down and not eliminate it.
But look at this. See, Gunshi realizes all those players are in B. He's going to get the 8 cuts right here, cutting off any players coming towards the A flag for his team so they can try and get that capture. He unfortunately does go down. His teammate on the A flag is going to have to try and go big, but he can't make it happen. So here we go. TCM trying to get these players off the C flag. Epsilon showing some signs of life here towards the end of the round, but they are going to be down in double digits, Brycey, heading into the second half.
Yeah, they are. And so I said, TCM just trying to hold on here. They're going to bring it back, and it's going to be 65-77. TCM lead again on this domination. They won the first half of the first month. They were also leading, and they're going to be more than happy about that.
Yeah, so 12-point differential here. TCM is going to have the 12-point advantage heading into the second half of domination here on Strike Zone. If you are just joining us and you haven't caught most of the match, TCM do lead Epsilon in the European Grand Final here. It is 2-1 in favor of TCM. Yep, and look at Mad Cat going huge as a Slayer for his squad. 21-13 with 2 captures for Mad Cat. So that's something to report for all of you considering MVP voting. But in the end, again, TCM trying to close the door right here on Epsilon and take home that 15,000 euros.
Yeah, they have the advantage now going into the second half. If they can keep playing it the way they've been playing, they should be able to see this one out. But it's only going to take a player from Epsilon just to go huge. And you know what? It could be any single one of them. The talent in this squad is evident in every single member.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen nothing but skill coming out of both of these teams so far. TCM again, you know, they've just made the different plays that have made a huge difference in the game. So the situations have been in their favor, and they've capitalized. We saw a big 2-piece, you know, like I said, out of Marky B there on the A flag that round. And again, that's what's going to win you a championship when you're defending flags and picking up big kills like that, like Marky B had in that round. That is what's going to make TCM your European championship if they manage to win this second half.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you are exactly right. I mean, people like Mad Cat there, you can't drop that many kills and not think it's going to be a factor. 21 for 13, really putting the hammer down. When you've got a player doing that, like I said, it frees up room for the other players to just kind of maneuver around the map.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, even though you see Gunshi's score right there, you know, he's 6-11, but he has 4 captures. You know, he's playing the objective for his team while Mad Cat's providing the space for him to do that in. And, you know, anytime that Gunshi takes a kill, but maybe he gets a flag cap right before he goes down. That's the big difference right there. TCM using that teamwork, and I felt like them locking down the map once they gained those flags was the difference there. You saw Gunshi position himself in great places, even though his score doesn't reflect that in the kills. He was just there for his team to buy time for his squad to rack up points over Epsilon.
Yeah, it was, and like I said, it's that kind of team play. They rely on each other's strengths, and they're going to jump in now. We are going to jump into the second half of this one. One of the things you actually saw on the player camera there was something Mad Cat's quite famous for. He always calls the shots. He's always very vocal on what he thinks they should do, and going forward, Marky B's the communicator. He'll just be constantly talking throughout the entire map, but when that map is over, it's kind of Mad Cat who's pointing where to go. Yeah,
and Mad Cat is the hype player too. You know, he's always very vocal, like you said, and he gets happy and jumps out of that chair quite a bit. So I think the
game's underway. We're just loading in a little bit longer than usual. You can actually hear the players go up against each other. Let's get straight into this game.
So TCM again can close this one out here, Brycey. They do lead by 12 points So that's going to be the difference, and the game has already started, actually. So we're jumping in 30 seconds into this round, and we're going to be on board with Marky B.
It's all tied at the moment. We haven't mentioned much. However, TCM do have the advantage. They're going to have to come back. Marky B is going to get shut down. Now on to Gunchi on B. He's going to have people come against him, though, shut down as well. It's up to Mad Cat to try and hold it down. Gets away with it. He's going to see one. Gets the second one as well as Mad Cat goes big to hold it down for his team.
And here comes the player coming through kitchen now. Mad Cat does manage to get that capture, even though he didn't get the lunge on the knife or anything on that knife. He did pick up that two-piece huge play. Gunchi going big there at the C flag. You hear him screaming from the booth. They are yelling Brycey right now. They are so hyped.
That is some serious noise.
They want to be that European Grand Champion, and TCM is so close to doing that. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go.
Now Mad Cat is all alone in B, and there's actually going to be 4 members of the Epsilon squad come in, and they just drop him straight away. They knew where he was. There's no hiding from them, Mad Cat. So it does look like TCM are going to go for the rotation. They're doing it in great style. They've managed to just come straight in. But look, Epsilon doing the exact same thing. This is what we said about this map. You don't always contest the point that's being taken. You just go to the next one.
Yep, so it's just basically a roundabout. You know, it's a big circle that you make with your team, but somebody's got to try and cut off the other team from crossing that part of the circle. And here we go. Gunchi, huge kill right there onto the top catwalk, but doesn't manage to stay alive there on that C flag. TCM actually down quite a few members now, and Epsilon.
Oh, look at that.
Epsilon looking to pick up 2 flags. Can Mad Cat get that hit marker with that?
He's going to get there in time. Is he going to manage to do it? You just see the player. Doesn't matter. Teammate cleans it up. As they're going to try and hold it down. Mad Cat is just so casual when he made them first 2 kills. I'm going to jump on board with Gunchi. The man is 8-3.
But Epsilon actually did just contest the A flag, and here we go. 2 Epsilon players on the stairs here. Can Moose make it happen for his team? But no, he doesn't expect that other player for Epsilon to be around there.
He's in a good position.
But here comes Mad Cat. There is one more player there. He does manage to pick up 1 kill, and his teammate there, Marky B, picks up the other. So TCM does manage to gain control, and now Epsilon with their backs against the wall.
They are trying to get into a player who's alive. These teams are trading all over the map. It's going to be Tommy trying to secure it for his team. He's now going to come down. He has support of his teammates as well. They're all in. Look at them fight over the neutral point. TCM and Epsilon are about to go head-to-head. Gunchi coming in. Managing to get 1. Maggots gets another as they're pushing them down so quickly, and TCM come out on top. They're going to get their 2-point again. They already have the advantage from the first half, so they're ahead again in the second. This is now TCM's to lose.
Yep, TCM now looking very strong to take home this final. 2 minutes left to go. It is all up to Epsilon to make 1 big push here. They're going to have to gain all sorts of control on this map, but look at Gunchi again setting up in a great position, and Gunchi went 6-11 on the first half, now 11-4 for his team.
Oh, look at that. He's just gone for the perfect rotate. His teammates actually spreading across the map in spawn, so they're going to contest A. They're going to try and hold 1. They're actually going to 2-piece there. Who's trying to get that 1? Actually, was that Moose just got a 1 kill, but he did get traded against, but they've held on TCM here. They've managed to get 2 points themselves. And it is going to be TCM still leading. They're now 15 points ahead on this half.
Yeah.
They were 12 points ahead on the last half. That is a big number now for Epsilon to overcome.
Yeah, they're going to have to get 3 flag captures right here, Brycey, really soon. I mean, they're still in it. They could hold it with 2, but they'd have to get that right now. I mean, it is a big differential. It is certainly going to have to be a 3 cap at some point in this round now in the last minute and 15 seconds for Epsilon if they can actually want to have a chance at winning this. But Epsilon actually do have
no!
Epsilon do have 2 flags here. Can they make the push? Look at this. They're all converging on that B flag. TCM just trying to defend it, knowing that they probably can win this game by locking down the B flag alone. Moose now picking up a big kill.
Is this their tactic? Oh, no, look at the spawn. The spawn from Gunchi has spawned outwards. TCM have held B away from them as well. As Gunchi's going to be able to take this one, and it should be all over. It should be TCM. If they lock this in, I can't see them coming back.
Oh, that was a great push by Epsilon, but here we go. Still 30 seconds on the clock. I mean, I don't know if it's even mathematically
that's not
possible.
Doable. That is not doable. It can't be doable. That's got to be it. There's no way even with a triple cap, it's done.
Already. We hear in the booth.
It is. It's done. That is it.
There you go. TCM are going to be your European Grand Champions. Big games over Epsilon. They're ultimately going to win the series 3-1 here, and I expect Gunchi to stop the whole stage. The whole stage is just shaking right now. No, there they are on your screen. So happy right now. Hugs coming out from the TCM members. They are now 15,000 euros richer, taking home the trophies. They're so hyped right now, Brycey.
Look at that. They have blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this game mode.